Namaste to all the students. I, JVN Dr. Ekta Rana, Assistant Professor of English in Faculty of Education and Methodology. I welcome you in the lecture of Introduction to English Literature. Our today's topic is Introduction to Language. Yes, as we have discussed in our previous lecture, that language, what is language? It the only ability which human beings have. Okay, uh, today we will talk about sign languages, evidence for language universals. Deaf children exposed to sign languages go through the same stages of language acquisition as hearing babies. Deaf children babble with their hands. Signed languages are organized in the brain just like spoken languages are. And what is not human languages? Some features of human language are discreteness, the ability to combine linguistic units to make larger units of meaning. And after that comes creativity, the creativity to create and understand never before uttered sentences. After that, there is displacement. It is the ability to talk about things that are not physically presented. It allows for discussion of past events, abstract ideas, lying, and etc. As parrots, if we talk about parrots, that parrots can mimic words, but their utterances carry no meaning. They cannot dissect words into discrete units. They cannot deduce rules and patterns to create new utterances. Like word calls convey messages associated with the immediate environment. Word songs are used to stake out territory and attract mates. There is no evidence of internal structure in these groups, although they may vary to express varying degree of intensity. Then comes honeybees. Honeybees have a communication system that relies on dance to convey information about the location and quality of food sources to the rest of the hive. Round dance means that the food source is within 20 feet from the hive. And then the sickle dance, which they do, means that the food source is 20 to 60 feet from the hive. Then there is tail wagging dance, which means that the food source is more than 60 feet from the hive. The number of repetitions of the basic pattern in the tail wagging dance indicates the precise distance, with a slower repetition rate indicating a longer distance. And the bee dancers are theoretically able to create an infinite number of messages, but the messages are confined to the subject of food sources. If there are any special circumstances regarding the food source, the bee cannot convey the information. Non-human primates have communication system, but in the world to convey information about the immediate environment and emotional state, humans have attempted to teach human language to other primates. These non-human primates were taught sign languages because their vocal tracts cannot produce the sounds of human language. And the speech is the oral production of language. Speech sounds are the product of four related processes like respiration, phonation, resonation, and articulation. Respiration is breathing. When we speak, it is with the help of breath. Phonation, production of sound by muscle contraction. How we produce the sound. Then comes resonation, sound quality, which is shaped by our throat. And then articulation is the formulation of speech from our mouth. There are different parts: tip, blade, sorry. There are so many. Uvula and all, so many. Every human knows at least one language spoken or signed. Linguistics is the science of language, including the sounds, words, and grammar rules. Words in languages are finite, but sentences are not finite. It is this creative aspect of human language that sets it apart from animal languages, which are essentially responses to stimuli. The rules of language, also called grammar, and are learned as one acquires a language. These rules include phonology, which is called the sound system, as I have discussed with you. Then comes morphology, which is about the structure of words, and after that comes syntax, and syntax is the combination of words into sentences. Then semantics, it is the way in which sounds and meanings are related. Then there is lexicon, which is the mental dictionary of words. Okay. Language is such a special topic that there is an entire field, linguistic, devoted to its studies. And linguistic views language in an objective way, using the scientific method and rigorous research to form theories about how humans acquire, use, and sometimes abuse language. There are a few branches like phonetics and phonology. Phonetics, we can say that it is a study of individual speech sounds. Phonology is the study of phonemes, which are the speech sounds of an individual languages. These two heavily overlapping subfields cover all the sounds that humans can make, as well as which sounds make us different languages. And the phonologist could answer the question, why do bat and tab have different meaning even though they are made up of three different sounds A, B, and T? This is it is all about. And then there is morphology. It is the study of words and other meaningful units of language like prefixes, suffixes. A morphologist would be interested in the relationship between words like dog, dogs, walking, and how people figure out the differences between these words. It is about this. Then there is syntax. It is the study of sentences and phrases and how people put words into the right order so that they can communicate meaningfully. And all languages have underlying rules of syntax, which, along with morphological rules, make up every language's grammar. So, as an example of syntax, if we go through the example, Eugene walked the dog versus the dog walked Eugene. The order of words is not arbitrary. In order for the sentence to convey the intended meaning, the words must be in the certain order. Okay. Thank you for watching.